Okay, Hex, I've done a bit of a scout around. I don't think he's here. Mission cave infiltration is a go.
Shh, we've got a couple of minutes before the show starts. We should just go check it out.
Okay.
Oh, there's a red door in there now.
When did he get that? Hang on, I can hear something. Hello and welcome to Good Game Spawn Point, the show for younger gamers by gamers. I'm Bajo.
And I'm Hex.
And I am D.A.R.R.E.N. Sorry I'm late.
Coming up on the show this week, we get our dance moves on with Michael Jackson, The Experience.
Yes, and we answer more of your questions at the Ask Good Game desk and meet another spawn of Australian gaming.
You'll never get in, you know. Busted.
Quick! Yeah!
This is very technical.
I can do the robot. I can do the D.A.R.R.E.N. walk.
You've got an audience, Darren.
Fine. Go on. Dance on the floor in the round, baby. People always told me, be careful of what you do.
Michael Jackson was the king of pop, the most successful entertainer of all time.
That's right. With a career that lasted over 40 years, he produced such hits as Black or White, Billie Jean, Thriller, Beat It, and many more. And his dance moves were legendary. Now he has a game named after him, Michael Jackson, The Experience.
Actually, Hex, Michael Jackson has featured in quite a few video games over the years. His first was called Moonwalker, and it came out over 20 years ago. And it was pretty good.
Well, Michael Jackson The Experience has been out on the Wii since the end of last year, but now it's on the 360 and it uses the Kinect, which makes it a very different game.
Yeah, it's kind of a mashup between SingStar and Dance Central. The Kinect very cleverly scans your whole body so that you actually appear in the game. Then you have to follow along with the dance moves and occasionally burst into song.
Yeah, it's a real oh my god moment when you see yourself scanned in for the first time and it's all ghostly and sparkly. I quite liked it. But then you start to move and you just can't sync up right. There's always a delay on screen with your current action, so there's always that lag and I couldn't get past that, Hex.
Yeah, but I guess the technology is working pretty hard, so you can imagine that there would be a bit of a delay between your moves and what you see on the screen.
Yeah, but that might be okay in a game where timing doesn't matter, but with a dancing game, it's pretty important. I also found it really hard concentrating on the guys either side of me who are teaching me the moves. You're smack bang in the middle and you're huge and that's great, but it's hard to follow exactly what they're doing.
Yeah, but to be fair, I think this is the kind of game that you play more than once. So the idea is, I think, that you practice the dance a few times and then you don't have to focus on the little goons so much.
I guess, but if a game wants me to do that, to practice and spend hours and hours learning all these moves, it better be good enough to make me want to come back.
Yeah. Well, I love Michael Jackson and I love dancing too, so I was really excited to play this game, but I have to agree with you, Bajo, I was really disappointed. The track list is good, all of the big hits are on there, but the game itself isn't nearly as much fun as Dance Central. There is a mode called MJ School, but really it's just a good dancer repeating the steps from the videos. There's no breaking the moves down so that you actually are taught what to do, and there's very little Kinect interactivity that actually gives you feedback or progress on how you're doing. I think the biggest problem with this game is that it does a really bad job of teaching you the moves. I mean, to be completely honest, I think I would have learnt a lot more watching Michael Jackson's real videos on the internet.
And the scoring is a bit wacky. It's super forgiving, and in fact, I got through most of the songs just by doing my patented Bajo walk. And if you have the volume of the TV loud enough, the game pretty much plays itself because the Kinect microphone will pick up the song, so you don't even need to sing.
Affirmative. And didn't you think it odd that during the singing parts you just stopped dancing? The king of pop himself never did that.
There is a multiplayer party mode, but it's one of those take turns at the end of the song kind of things. So, I don't know, it would have been better if you could sort of jump in and jump out, because the Kinect does actually have the ability to recognize who's playing. So I don't know why they didn't make use of that.
I think the final straw for me, Hex, was when it asked me to do the lean and smooth criminal. Michael Jackson actually had specific shoes that clipped onto the stage for that one, so the game is totally cheating. I'm a huge Michael Jackson fan, so it makes me totally sad, you know it, that I can only give this 5 out of 10 rubber chicken.
Well, I think the technology is exciting. I liked seeing my sparkly self dancing in the game, and I spent a lot of time just watching myself in the menus, but I don't know, I think we're going to see this technology used a lot better in games to come, so it's only a 5 for me as well.
Time to put on those slinking caps and tackle the tricky inbox teasers, Hex. Who's up first?
Right you are, Badge. It's a high priority mail that's from Pac-Man is awesome.
Oh, that's great tea. Help! My friend is a total noob because she doesn't know what Pac-Man is. Can you help me? I don't know what to do. P.S. You guys are awesome.
Well, that's easily solved. Pac-Man is awesome. Let's show your friend some sweet Pac-Man action right now. Pac-Man is just about the most iconic of all gaming characters. Said to be inspired by a pizza with a slice missing, the goal is to keep Pac-Man alive for as long as possible, racking up points by chomping dots and clearing maze after maze. But the ghost monsters, Inky, Pinky, Blinky and Clyde, are out to catch him. If he can get to a power pellet, he can turn the tables and gobble the ghosts for bonus points.
Pac-Man's pretty old now. He first hit the big time over 30 years ago, but it's still a truly brilliant game. They've given it a bit of a facelift of late with Pac-Man Championship Edition on Xbox Live Arcade. I'm sure if you can get your friend to have a place, you'll fall in love with Pac-Man as millions of other gamers have over the decades.
Now, we've got a query from Brayden on the Apple Isle. Hi, good game. Is there a good fish game? P.S. Hex is better gamer.
If you're trying to rile me up, Braden, won't work. Well, it might, a little bit. As to your question, the best fish game ever is probably Echo the Dolphin, an atmospheric game of ocean exploration where you swim about and...
Dolphins are mammals, Bajo, not fish. Yeah, they don't breathe water through gills like fish do. They breathe air through those little blowholes on their heads, so... They're quite intelligent too, actually. To be honest, there aren't a lot of fish games, but the Fish Fillet series of puzzle games on PC is pretty good, and the first game is a free download.
Oh, Darren, g'day. Hex thinks that dolphins aren't fish.
There's also Insane Aquarium from the same guys who made Bejeweled. You can get it on mobiles as well as PC, and there's a free version you can play on your computer. On the Wii, the Endless Ocean games let you swim in exotic undersea environments and interact realistically with marine life.
Realistically?
Yeah, and not a lot really happens. You sort of collect old pottery from shipwrecks and stuff. It's kind of relaxing though.
Just for the record, there are fish in Echo the Dolphin. It's just that Echo the Dolphin isn't exactly a fish.
Really
So
call it a fish game.
Next up is this from Secret Agent 101.
It's about dolphins, so...
Can you recommend any good games for the Xbox? I just got one, and the only games I have are Dance Central and Kinect Adventures. Please help! P.S. Hex is awesome. P.S.S. Darren is a noob wannabe. Sad, isn't it?
Thanks for your email, Secret Agent. It would have been helpful to have a little bit more of an idea about what sort of gamer you are, like how old you are, do you like solving puzzles, do you like building things, do you like a good story, do you want a massive game that might take you weeks to finish or something shorter, do you want to play with friends and family, or is it single player?
That's right, there's so many brilliant games available now, it's really hard to choose one for you. What we can suggest is that you connect your 360 to the interwebs and go to the Xbox Live Arcade.
There you can read about all the games on offer and then download trial versions so that you can have a test play and make sure you're really enjoying the game before you buy it.
Good luck to you, Secret Agent 101. You have some exciting times ahead of you.
Okay, moving on to this one from Charlie in Melbourne. Will you review LEGO Universe? Hey Charlie, and the answer to your question is we would love to review LEGO Universe, but we can't because the game hasn't been released here, and sadly it looks like we might never see it.
That's right, even though gamers are playing it in other parts of the world, there's no plans to open up a server for us Aussies to play on, so there's no point in us trying to review it. Sad face.
This will cheer you up though, Bajo. It's from Steel Samurai.
It does cheer me up. I loathe Ace Attorney. My other identity is the Blue Badger from the Precinct. Is it true that an Ace Attorney and Professor Layton crossover will be coming out on the 3DS? Can we get burgers now, Nick? No! We do have some good news for you, Steel Samurai. Late last year, Professor Layton vs. Ace Attorney was announced for the 3DS.
There's no actual release date as yet, but we do know the writer is going to be Shu Takumi, who penned the storylines for all the other Ace Attorney games, so that's a good thing.
Indeed it is. Crime solving and puzzles all mashed up. Yes! Now on to question solving with this one from Ryan, who lives in Melbourne.
He does too.
Good old Melbourne.
Hey Hex, Bajo, I would like to know when you're going to review AFL Live. It comes out in a week or two and my friend will not shut up about it. Please answer. P.S. Hex is a noob. P.P.S. Joking, Darren is the only noob on your show. Later bros. Hey Ryan, good news for you and your friend too. We have AFL right now and are playing it at the moment, and next week we'll bring you our review.
All this good news, Hex. Feels great. Do we have time for just one more?
Ooh, let's go to this one from Hex from Good Game SP. Hi, will you guys review Minecraft when it is completed? And will you answer me, please? I keep asking this question over and over. And P.S. Darren is a noob.
Hex, why are you sending questions to Ask Good Game? If you're stuck, you can just ask me, you know. Might be easier than spamming the inbox.
Bajo, I think this might be a case of a viewer playing a little trick on us, as I know the answer to this question, so I wouldn't need to write, would I?
What is this trickery? You make a good point though. Please proceed with the answer.
Minecraft's creator, Notch, said that the full game will be released on November 11th this year. 11/11/11. But he also said the game won't be that much different from the game that you can play right now.
Yeah, Notch said it's more about getting rid of the word beta rather than releasing a whole new game. And we wouldn't want that anyway, because right now we love Minecraft as it is and we wouldn't want to change too much.
As for will we review it, given that the game is not going to be vastly different and that November is a very busy time of year for game releases, we might not do a full review of it again.
But don't worry, I'm sure we'll find plenty of reasons to talk about Minecraft on the show, especially as we do seem to get quite a few questions about it.
If you have a gaming question about Minecraft or any other game, here's where to send it.
And with that, Hex, it's time to get back to the studio ASAP.
Why are you in such a rush?
Come on, Hex, let's go! Faster!
All right. Just get my things together. Should we take these?
No, we don't need them!
What's that? Ah, don't rush me.
Dear Darren, I've recreated your totally awesome Darren cave in Minecraft. Well, that is impressive. Move that one to the Elite Spawnlings folder. Dear Darren, I've been playing a lot of GURP and I've managed a really good score. I've climbed 7 meters. Jason from Victoria.
Hey Darren, what are you up to?
Oh, just conducting a few noob assessments, Hexagon. This spawnling has tried to impress me with a high score on GURP.
Awesome, how high did he climb?
7 meters.
That is pretty good. GURP is a game that's way harder than it looks.
I would place Jason in the okay but room for improvement category of my database.
All right, why don't you show them how it's done then?
I will. Oh, yes, masterful, if I do say so myself. Yes. Excellent. There. 10 meters.
Yeah, okay, that was pretty good. But I bet there's plenty of spawnlings out there who can get even higher, and apparently you can get all the way to the top of the cliff, and then it's just a case of who can get there in the shortest amount of time. I've never managed that though.
I doubt anyone can beat my high score, Hex. I shall require concrete evidence of such outstanding feats of gaming, should they occur.
Well, I think this is a challenge you're going to lose, Darren. Come on, spawnlings, I know you can do it. On a computer, search for GURP. It's a free browser-based game, which means you don't need to download or pay anything to play it. The idea is to grip the letters in the wall to climb up. It's quite tricky, and it took me quite a few goes to get the idea of how to hang on and then move.
Affirmative. It takes some careful coordination to play this game well. When you have climbed as high as you think you can in the shortest amount of time, take a picture or screenshot of your high score and send it to me for validation here.
Good luck. So, Darren, can I have a go of GURP on your computer now?
Oh, just this once, Hex.
Really?
Yep.
Let's see here.
So those are the controls there.
Whoa! It's bigger on the inside.
Affirmative.
This is amazing. What's that smell?
Now, if I connect the Large Hadron Collider to the Small Hadron Collider, medium hadrons!
Hey Darren, how about you keep it down back there while we try and finish off the show?
Negative, this is important!
Hex, I know you got a little bit in there. Tell me, what was it like?
Well, it smelled a lot like toasted sandwiches, but I only got as far as that computer. He wouldn't let me anywhere near that new red door of his.
I'm still convinced he's up to no good.
Agreed.
I think after the show we should try and hack away in there.
Oh, good idea.
Yes. Coming up next week, gamers, we're going to look at AFL Live. I know a few of you are keen for that one.
And we meet another spawn of Australian gaming. Until next time, gamers, may all your games be good ones. Hex out.
Bajo out.
Darren out!
All right, Hex, let's go get our sneak on.
Upgrade this laser, upgrade that laser. Yes, excellent.